Okay, so for the Malzahar runes, I would definitely go sorcery path. I don't think the others are that good. Maybe you can go electrocute in domination, but sorcery for Malzahar seems the best. Arcane Comet, probably the best one as well. Summon Aerie, again, this is, you're just dealing with less damage. And the shield, I don't know about the shield. I don't know why you'd need it. Here, Malzahar already has one. Phase Rush, you really don't have to be chasing. You can take ghosts if you need to chase someone down, and the damage is just so important. You know, once you've caught someone with Malzahar, it's all about doing as much damage in that time that you have. You've clicked R, maybe you've clicked E, and then you click R. You just want to hold them down and just do as much damage as possible. That's your goal. You just want to pick someone out, whether it's a tank, a squishy, it doesn't matter. And we're going to move on to... So, one of Malzahar's biggest weakness is his laning. This rune right here, Mana Flow Band. Every 60 seconds, your next ability used has its mana or energy cost refunded. This is almost like Lissandra's passive given to any champion. Restores 8% of missing mana or energy. This is amazing. This has kept me in lane so many times. As I told you before in my Azir video, it makes me feel like I can just spam. It's so much fun. I feel stronger. I feel like all the weaknesses of the mana problems are gone. You could get this, but you already have a shield. This is more for below. You want to tank a shield, that's fine if you want to play that. It's always an option if you feel like you're going to die to a Syndra or something, or a Cassio. But with mana, remember, if you have more mana, you can push faster. When you push faster as Malzahar, you're safe. All you want to do is push until you can get your mana item, the 900 gold and mana item. And then the ultimate hat is... This is fine too, you could always try this out, but I would recommend this. His biggest weakness, and that's what you want to fix that up, his mana. You get that fixed, you're going to have a good time. Once you've passed level 5, you're going to clear waves fast, you're going to have enough mana to do anything you want. So we're going to move on to this one now. It's absolute focus while above 70 health. Usually you're going to be always healthy as Malzahar. His shield always allows you to take some poke with taking no damage. Once that shield is down, you have 30 seconds, play safe, and then you can just do what you have to do again. CDR is good, but remember, you do get Morellas, and you can always get CD boots. As for Celerity, gain 4%, increase movement speed, and add 8% of your bonus movement speed to your AP or AD. I don't see the point of this one for Malzahar. Scorch, amazing. You can poke with your Q, hit him with E if you want to trade. It does a little bit of damage. It's just like a small Deathfire touch. Water walking. Again, if you're going to be up against a lot of champs, you're not going to be walking through the river freely. This is more for something like Zed or Talon, Fizz, people who roam and want to catch people out. As much as you want to catch them out, you can't just be running around river with, freely. Gathering Storm, I wouldn't mind this, but Malzahar, I'd say you don't really want to go late game with Malzahar. He is not that great. Malzahar late game, everyone's going to have QSS, everyone's going to have GA, everyone's going to have Zhonya's. He's more of like the mid. That's where he dominates, in my opinion. The mid. After level 6 to mid, he's a threat. And that's it. This has worked. I've tried this. I really like this. I don't see any changes unless they change the numbers. Unless Riot changes numbers. And then the second I go precision, this is more mana. Remember, the more mana you have, the safer you are. It takes care of his weaknesses. Your weaknesses are taken care of. Malzahar is already at the top tier of climbing elo, and he does so much damage, and he's safe, and he catches people out. He just does so much. And the silence as well, he makes him so strong. And if you just take care of the early game, that's his only weakness. And they even said this in Worlds when Crown was playing him, and that his earliest part of the game is his weakness. If you can get past that, you're fine. You're safe, everything's okay. This is okay too. I mean, these are all okay, but this just takes care of his weaknesses. Why would you just want to add something that's just okay when you could just take care of his weakness? Attack speed, tenacity, this is not useful, and this is really good too. You're going to be doing a lot of damage, and this is going to help you with that. You only really go in as well with Malzahar when they're kind of low. You could always flash on someone and go with ER when they're full health, but you rarely kill them, and that's not good. If you can't kill them, you're useless as Malzahar. You either have to kill them or nothing, because after that it's pretty painful fighting with Malzahar. You're more of you go in, you kill them, and that's it. Whereas something like Cassio is going to be going in and out, they're going to be weaving in and out, they're going to be constantly attacking and spamming spells, and positioning, that's not Malzahar. So, and for cut down, this is okay, I guess. If you're up against, you know, 3 to 4 tanks, maybe you can take this and the Last Stand. I would not recommend, but you can try this out too. Remember, this is only really good once you're below 30% health, which is kind of scary, and I wouldn't want to be that low on Malzahar. But yeah, this is probably the best. Does a lot of damage. It's focused on just finishing them off, and you definitely want to do that. So let's get into the gameplay. So as I mentioned earlier, laning phase with Malzahar, that's probably his weakness. That the early 3 to 5 levels, that's his weakness. He's going to be low on mana a lot. He's going to not be able to trade as efficiently. People can bully him a lot more. He's got very low kill potential before level 6, and so most of the time you're going to get bullied. But with this mana flow band and the precision secondary path rune, I forgot what it's called, but it provides you mana every time you level up. You kind of spam your stuff. It just provides me so much mana, and you can see here that usually Cassia should bully most champs, but I'm able to just, I mean, I have full mana, I just do what I want. Look at that arcane damage. I hit a Q, hit an E, hit a Q. Look at that. She's down to 30% health, about 30 to 40%. This is insane. And I'm full mana. I've taken, like, I've just leveled up. I just spam my abilities because you don't waste any mana once you've leveled up, and it's just insane. Takes care of my weaknesses. I can push, I can bully, I just walk up to her. I just walk up to her and press stuff. And then if she wants to trade, I'm gonna have a shield and waste her time, waste her mana. So you do sacrifice a bit of damage with that mana flow and all those mana sort of runes, but this trading is insane. I mean, it just makes me feel really strong. It takes care of everything. I can spam things and I always have mana. Apart from everything else, the Arcane Comet doing quite a bit of damage. If she wants to trade, then usually she'll walk a little forward and she'll have to take more damage. Maybe you could take Ignite. I could have probably taken Ignite now that I feel like I'm so strong. But that's always a risk with Malzahar, because teamfights you really want that Ghost. Positioning in and out and getting your E on and Q, and it's really important to have Ghost for a teamfight. Unless you're like catching people out, of course, but apart from that. And here I'm kind of wanting to fight her. She does a lot of damage herself. I probably could have flashed out of that W, because I think that's what really killed me at the end. Actually, you can't even flash out of W. I'm thinking like there's no other way to take less damage. Cassio, once you get hit by Q, it's pretty much over. I could have flashed instantly out and not taken a kill, but this game's going to be really messy. This is one of the messiest games I've been in with Malzahar. But I usually just go for 1-for-1. Get as many kills and get out. Died a few times, but it just didn't matter to me anymore. I don't know what she was thinking. So I'm going to bait this one for Rengai. I see him coming, so I'm going to try and take as much time as possible. Flash towards him, and hopefully he could do the rest. And yeah, I'm always going to have mana. This is an insane sort of feeling with Malzahar. I played a lot of Malzahar, and just feels different. Maybe I could have escaped this as well, like Ghost did earlier. But this Udi, man, he really did not like me, this Udi. He would just, I felt like he just used all his flashes for me. Our bot lane as well was not, our Kalista was not a AD carry. She was a support main playing AD. If we had maybe a main, like fuck up my R there. I wanted to get my ER, but I just couldn't get it on. And that's always a shame. So I'm going to show you, like, it's not perfect. These games are not perfect, but if you stay to the end, I'll show you something that's pretty amazing. And that is to do with the end game score. But this is one of the messiest games. It's a true fiesta. Everyone's trying out runes. Everyone's doing crazy shit. I'm kind of pushing my limit. I'm just running in a lot. Just trying to do as much damage as possible. Yep. This is just stupid of me. Ezreal does so much fucking damage. It's insane. Obviously, if you get hit by everything, that's not good either. But and you'll see how this game just goes through. As for everything else, I'm doing a lot of damage. I did the most damage in my team, by the way, and you'll see that at the end screen. But this game is as messy as it gets. I think the AD carry and Leona just didn't know what they were doing. She had the wrong setup as well, so it's kind of that game where if you just had one person in the right spot, in the right role, it would have been over. This game would have been over. We had Baron and Elder at one point, and we were stronger, but we just, I mean, it just, no one wanted to engage. It's kind of Just a messy game. This is an interesting one. The E to the double kill. That always feels good. Ezreal gets a quadra, not good for us. We just don't know how to play our fights. And I couldn't tell why we were losing this game. While I was playing it, I was like, how am I doing so much? I'm able to just destroy. Look at this. I'm just able to poke him to half. That's not even me using ult. That's not doing anything. Look at this. Just insane damage. I'm like, how are we losing this? You know, it turns out Kalista isn't an AD carry. And when you play a champion like Kalista and you don't really understand, you're going to lack a lot of damage. And, I mean, it was so simple. Like, she could have picked anything else, or like Tristan or something, or Twitch. And even if she died as much, or even if she did as much as she did in this game, she would have done so much more damage. And that's all we needed. Just that extra damage. And you can see in this fight as well, like, I just survived, but the Kalista dies. Doesn't do any damage that fight. It's literally the highlight of the game. Kalista not doing much, but not looking for blames. Just I'm kind of saying that this game wouldn't go as long. Like I felt like I had to wave clear, kill. I had to do everything this game. And there you go, 96k damage. That is insane amount of damage. And so just because I went mana doesn't mean I had to sacrifice on the damage. And I'll see you guys in the next video.